It's like he's in the shower. Nobody's listening. You know.
Man, I'm not worried about my voice. I don't plan to be a singer.
Early in the morning.
But if you were driving in your car, walking past your television, you certainly know this distinct voice.
Key, did you get a present? Did you write a letter? Did you do something small for your wife on Valentine's Day? To wish her happy
Why would I do
Valentine's?
something small for my wife for Valentine's Day?
Or something big, something grand. I don't know. Maybe
1:30 a.m. in the morning when I wake up. Why would I do that?
So I left a note for my wife in the morning.
Well, you're a great guy, though, Jay.
To her, so she could wake up to a note. Happy
Yes, you're such a great guy. Did you leave teas on the side, ready to go?
You don't have to compare yourself to me. We're different.
You just did.
I'm just asking you what you did. That's all. Or what you got planned for today. That's all.
What I have planned in my life, you will not know.
Oh, you're Scrooge on Valentine's Day.
I didn't know Scrooge could be a Valentine's Day.
He is now on this show.
There's got to be something else.
Valentine's Scrooge.
No, it's got to be something else, though. I bet you something. It's not. We just don't know what it is. It's got to be something that is equal to a Scrooge.
No, I think that was just invented on this show.
Yeah, it just happened to Scrooge on Valentine's Day.
That's right.
No, it's got to be something else. It's got to be like he's mad or something about he's mad or she's mad or. You know, What did she get you? What did she? Is it one way? Is it two? I mean, like, what is it?
Love is a two-way street, baby.
Oh, so you got something nice.
Well, I don't know what I got yet, but I got her love. That's all I need, kid.
Oh, that's all. You got her love. Huh? She's such a...
Jay left the note.
The mother of three, and you guys are
where's
just
my
vacation.
Play some R&B, Yates. Come on, man. It's Valentine's Day.
Jay left the note. It said, please put the cap back on the toothpaste when you're done.
Right here.
Love, Jay.
Wash the clothes, please. I know what you did, Jay.
Jeez.
It's okay. Max, I know you're chomping at the bit. Go right ahead and tell us all about the Super Bowl.
Yes, the Super Bowl.
I can't wait to get to it. A dynasty.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We got 12 minutes to go, but he wants to eat up all 12.
That's right.
You know what I love? I love dynasties.
We could sit around talking about a fake, made-up Hallmark holiday.
Oh, God.
Didn't exist.
You know how many kids
the
are going to
corporations
school right
tricked
now?
you.
I got two. Well, you're
but
not
no,
wrong
listen.
about
I'm not claiming that you could just ignore it. They win.
You're
Like
not
you
wrong
got to
about
do it.
that.
But it's just me.
You're not wrong about that.
Yeah, come on.
No,
Mother's Day,
all the
Father's Day,
come
Valentine's Day. Stop.
Did you not pass the note with the little heart candies to the when you were in the 6th grade or the 5th grade or the 4th grade to some? You just saw the beauty with the glasses and the beauty that they're going to become when they become older, and you wanted to be a part of their life. Come on now.
Wait, I'm not going to say the brand, but I saw a commercial. Nikki and I were laying in bed last night watching a little bit of the Miami-North Carolina game. Ooh, North Carolina lost. I'll say that for another day. And a jewelry commercial came up, and it had this picture of this wife and this husband. The wife was going through some serious illness, and she's like, but you know what? He helped me with this piece of jewelry.
Oh, my God.
And it was a Valentine's Day
most
promotion. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Really? That's what we're doing now? We're saving lives with jewelry.
Yep, apparently.
For $2.99. That's what they do.
Anything that can make somebody feel good, man.
That's
virtually
buy this bracelet, it'll save your life.
You have virtually no intrinsic value. We just decided that it's that we're going to.
If a person is happy, they feel good, and it may change the outcome of their health. You guys got to be a little more sensitive.
To use that to sell your product, to use like
the 5 love languages,
Key.
The 5 love languages. You got to know these.
Well, you heard Mariah. All she wants for Christmas is you.
There you go. What's your love language, Key? You know what your love language is?
I do not. Jay, could you help me?
I mean, there's a lot. Acts of service. There's a lot of different love languages out there. We can talk.
I haven't dove deep into that in my 50 years on this earth.
This book. You gotta get up on this book, man.
Oh, love.
The love languages. Come on, you need to know the love languages.
See,
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna elevate. C8. We gotta talk to him about.
We gotta get Max to take the test, dog. On air.
Is there going to dinner? Is there dinner being served tonight? Like what's the dinner plans, Jay?
Real book.
Oh, for us, no. We have a little family vacation coming up, so
that's
nice. We're all culminating.
Oh, so you're not
going to read a book about love languages to figure that one out?
You're not going to walk to the local village.
It's acts of service for me, Max. I like acts of service. I like little things.
But that was the case before you read the book.
Are you physical? Like do you like touch? What do you like, Mac?
What do you mean?
What's your love language?
Do I kiss my kids and stuff?
No, Max. This is about who you are personally. Let's dig into this for 1 second.
You just made the dude turn red.
I could tell he's so uncomfortable. I don't understand.
Very uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable in the slightest.
Why are you turning red? You're blending into the M behind your head.
Are we quality time? Are we physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation? You can't be all.
Yeah,
you're not
I
all
like all those things. Who doesn't like all those things?
I don't.
But what are you though?
It's like when someone does a horoscope and they're like, "You're gonna wake up tomorrow and like it if it's nice out."
This is your bravado speaking. I don't need your bravado.
Right. No, this is.
I need you to be in tune. You don't have to combat it with humor. You can tap into yourself.
All right, I'm tapping in. Go ahead.
Don't be afraid to go inside.
Go ahead. I'm tapping in.
Are you actually?
Jay,
Yeah, okay, I'm done.
How many appointments have you been to?
Literally nothing that Jay just named.
Okay,
Max,
I'll run a whole seminar with Max.
How many appointments have you been to, Jay?
Yeah.
Just
I've been to
hold
a
her
lot.
hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
and just sit.
You got to go through it. You got to be in touch with yourself.
But Key,
right.
did you hear?
Well, you know who was in touch?
No. Now I
the
want to talk about
Kansas
this.
City Chiefs.
Did you hear the game though? Nothing they said no one wouldn't like, right? It's like, do you like this? Do you like this? They just name good things. Yeah, who wouldn't like all that stuff? Like, what are you talking about?
I like dynasties, Max. That's what I like.
Me too, Jay. Listen, Patrick Mahomes. He is the winning quarterback of Super Bowl 57. That's his second Super Bowl championship in the past 4 seasons. His second in 5 seasons as a starter after 5 AFC championship games and 3 Super Bowl appearances. He was on Canty and Carlin, a terrific program here on ESPN Radio. And this is what Patrick Mahomes said makes Andy Reid, his head coach, great.
He cares about everyone in that locker room, and I think everyone knows that he cares. That's why everybody that plays with him loves him so much, because he cares about you more as a person than he does as a player. And he always wants to win football games to get the best out of you. But at the end of the day, he's going to do whatever he can to get to make you a better man when you leave that locker room than when you stepped in. And I think that's why it makes him one of the greatest coaches of all time.
He is one of the great coaches of all time. Patrick Mahomes is already one of the great quarterbacks ever. Travis Kelce is one of the great tight ends ever, at least, if he's not the greatest. So usually, and by the way, their GM, Veach, is really good. He's had the job since since Mahomes' rookie season. Mm-hmm. Like, so when you have a front office and you have a coach and you have a quarterback and you have his primary target all on that level, you make the Super Bowl 3 out of 4 seasons, apparently. Look, here's the question. Are they a dynasty? Are they a dynasty? What do we call a dynasty nowadays in football, in the NFL, where the standards, I think, are a little different in every sport? But what's a dynasty in the NFL, Key?
Well, I would probably say 3. You have to have at least 3 Super Bowl wins in probably a 5, 6, 7-year period with that core group together, meaning that the quarterback, the head coach, 1 or 2 players on the defensive, offensive side of the ball. You need at least 5 or 6 guys that have won those Super Bowls with you along the way. That's the way that I view a dynasty.
See, I think they're a dynasty. I mean, you get to 5 AFC championship games. That's the elite of the elite, right? Other than getting to a Super Bowl. You get to 3 Super Bowl appearances. You win 2 of them. Your quarterback is a 2-time MVP. He's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. You have a Hall of Fame coach, maybe one of the top 5 greatest coaches of all time. You're drafting at a very high clip. And for me, like when I look at dynasty, like that to me is it's the start of a dynasty, right? It's the beginning of a dynasty. It doesn't mean that the dynasty's over, but it's starting.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Jay. That's why I said they're not there yet. 1 more Super Bowl win. They're it's farming. It's right there. They've won with this core group. They've already won 2. This core group can get another, then they would become a dynasty. You can't, when you think about the dynasties, the Dallas Cowboys, that's a dynasty. Okay, they won with the core group. The San Francisco 49ers was a dynasty. They won with the core group of those individual players.
Yeah. Like the Cowboys won 3, the Niners won. You're talking about groups that won at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That are together, core group of guys.
I have a slightly lower standard than that, Key. I appreciate that standard. I think those are like the greatest dynasties ever.
Agreed.
But I think in the NFL,
how is it the greatest dynasty ever?
Because you can have different levels of dynasties.
The greatest, like
you can have lower tier dynasties.
This is how I would define dynasty. I would say if the quarterback and coach, especially, there are other ways too, but certainly if you're the same quarterback and the same coach, and you go in 5 years, you are usually, more often than not, in your championship game, and you've won a couple Super Bowls, that is a dynasty to me. There's continuity at the highest level in the organization on the field, and you are the dominant team in your conference, and you've mixed in Super Bowl wins. The Chiefs have done all those things. I think that's a dynasty. And here's the other thing: there's no break.
Is the Pittsburgh
There's been
Steelers
no
with
break.
Ben Roethlisberger a dynasty?
No.
Well,
they
you just
weren't.
described what they did.
Yes, but there was another team in the conference. You're like, okay, here's another. You have to be the best team in the conference over that period of time.
You probably will
is
be
that
the
for
best
any
team in the
dynasty?
conference over a period of time if you have a dynasty.
Yes, in your conference at
Yeah,
least. Yeah.
what-
You
The Spurs are
probably
dynasty,
will
though?
be.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
but the
they
Spurs won in 9-9, then lost in the first round of the playoffs the next 2 years.
Well,
And not only
so
that, the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants was trading off winning Super Bowls in the conference.
I think you can have more than one dynasty
I agree with you on
existing
that.
simultaneously.
Y'all driving me crazy with
Why not?
this.
Well, I think
Because y'all keep keep moving.
Yeah, we're defining it as
you
we're
keep
thinking about it.
moving.
But Key,
the
you can
standards of what a dynasty
No, we're not
is.
moving it.
But
We're
Key, you can
refining
have
the definition.
You can have two
As
people
we're
in the
talking
Hall
about.
of Fame, and you can look at one and look at the other, be like, all right, they're drastically
Well,
different.
he
but
just
they're both in
said
the
you
Hall
have
of
to
Fame.
be. He just said you have to be the best team in your conference.
Well,
That's
I'm
what he
not
just
working
said.
with Max's rules. See, those are
Well, I don't.
Max's
Do you
rules.
think that
I'm
you don't
just
have to
saying
have
that's
the
what he
best team
just
in your
said, and I
conference?
brought up. And then okay,
He brought
the
up
best
Pittsburgh.
team.
That's why I don't think of them that way.
I know I brought up Pittsburgh, Max. Then you said you have to be the best team in the conference, and there was other teams within that conference, which you probably think in New England. But at the same time, I flipped the script on you and said, hey, you still had San Francisco, the New York Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys basically rotating those years of who goes to the Super Bowl.
Well, I would say the Giants were not a dynasty then. The Niners were the dynasty of that era, right? The Niners won 3. No, sorry, more. They won 5 if you count all the Montana and Young Super Bowls.
Let's
We
keep
can
this
revisit this on
conversation
the other
going
side.
after the break.
Are the Chiefs a dynasty? We want to hear from you. 888-SAY-ESPN 729-3776. Do you have to win back-to-back titles to be a dynasty?